Let me guess. You're standing in front of Carrick, bounty hunter non-parallel, because you're mind to aid me and fell in the dread... Throneofroses. What? Do I have the right of it? Or do I have the right of it? Ron... What's is? Ooh, which one's he doing? I didn't know better. I could have sworn you just suggested that you're unfamiliar with Thorneofroses. Couldn't be. No sinner with his soul could be so ignorant. You'll be surprised how ignorant I can be. This looks kind of like Oriange cosplaying as a black mage. Allow me to elaborate. Francis is just your run-of-the-mill stray sin eater. He's one of the nastiest the realm has ever seen, formed from the remains of one of those goddamn warriors of light. Really? Oh, that's actually kind of a cool concept. There are 4 of them, all told. Crawled out of the bowels of the deepest hell after being buried for nigh on a century. The tale's true. People have come to call them the cardinal virtues. Before he was transformed into a sin eater, Furnaces was none other than Archmage Nailbert, whose baleful magics were feared the realm over. Though it's only been a few short years since he moved up in Armorang, he's already paid on far too many innocents with his foul sorcery. Not keen on seeing the trade routes disrupted, local merchants have placed a healthy bounty on his head. Dragon? Oh, the sideburns, though. Of course, I'd like nothing more than to fell the thing single-handed and claim the entire bounty for myself. Fortunately, circumstances have dictated that I recruited a companion. That's where you come. Provided you can prove to me that you possess the rather, specialized set of skills I require, I promise to make it worth your while. Not a bad offer, wouldn't you say? If you fancy yourself up to the task, come find me in Armorang. I mean to set off for that shortly. Welcome to Mord Soap, friend. As you can see, it's a bustling trade post, frequented by merchants across the realm. At least, was before Francis... God. Well, Francis showed up and started preying on unwanted travelers. Hence, the bounty, you see. The lucrative reward has attracted the attention of one capable bounty hunter after the next, yet the fiend still roams free. You can probably imagine why. Those few who have seen Francis and returned to tell the tale speak of the great horrors they witnessed. Cavernous black holes materializing out of thin air, swallowing everything around them into an abyss. People are taking to calling them the, Hollows. Rumor has it that one barely has time to lay eyes on Francis before he summons forth the Hollows, which proceed to consume everything inside. And I do mean everything. Just the other day, an entire caravan was devoured by the Hollows, leaving only nothingness behind. Mages have postulated these holes are literally tears in the fabric of our reality, gateways to other worlds, to put it another way. At any rate, suffice to say, the next man to come back from the void will be the first. We're just gonna casually hunt this guy who rips black holes in the universe and sucks people into them. That's... He's like, yeah, I got a bow and arrow and you got your sword, but like, we could probably kill him. And yet, there's something odd about it all. Witnesses say Francis doesn't seem to go out of his way to prey on people in the settlements. He simply shambles across the waste, summoning hollows one after the next, and the destruction follows as a matter of course. Needless to say, drawn too near to the fiend is tantamount to suicide. Even attacks from afar have been all but futile, and Francis simply summons the hollows to consume every incoming arrow. With every conceivable means of attack foiled, and even the most savvy bounty hunters have all but thrown in their hands. Even though the bounty now stands at some 9 or 10-fold the original amount, however. The way I see it, if only there were a way to neutralize the hollows, we'd be more than standing a chance against Francis himself. That's why I require your services. No easy trying for the city to spoke clear. You're a mage of no common skill. Yeah, pretty cool. Anyone has the arcane knowledge and aptitude to help me figure out a way to defend against the hollows, it's you. I'm usually more of a destruction kind of guy, but I guess I can do some science. Don't worry. I fully intend to shoulder my share of the burden, and so I plan to gather all the information we need before asking to put yourself in harm's way. Oh, really? I don't have to do a bunch of, like, fetch quests for you? You're just gonna tell me to do stuff? Hell yeah. Alright, let's go fight Francis. Ah, there you are. Your timing couldn't be better. As luck would have it, a little bird told me that Francis was sighted in the vicinity not long ago. 4? Okay. Don't you worry, I've no intention of rushing in like a fool. I plan to shadow the Sin Eater from afar. One way to observe the hollows with our own eyes and formulate a suitable plan of attack. To that end, I procured a small... Oh, I got southern there for a second. To that end, I procured a small mannequin here from a merchant acquaintance of mine at the Crystarian. By setting it upon Francis's tail, I made to gauge just how wide a berth we might keep from the field so not to be sucked up into the void. Shed no tears for your little fellow, friend. His sacrifice will be the key to our success. And yet, as you can see, he's, not quite in the best state of repair. Pray lend me a hand in procuring what we need to get him back on his feet. So, okay, sorry, I already said, like, I won't be doing fetch quests for you. Come on. You're like, hold it, friend. By the way, I completely thought it was going to be an actual mannequin. And when he said gear, he meant, like, armor. Like, he got a mannequin armor to make it look like a person. I didn't realize that it was a walking, moving machine. Hold it, friend. As you can see, our clockwork friend is back to tip-top shape. And since it appears you found us the perfect lookout spot, why don't we just get down to work? I'll kindle us a fire. We might be here for a while. We'll swap stories, make some waffles. Be delicious. Look closely now and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer horror with your own two eyes. Yo, he actually looks just like himself in the scene. No, we mustn't send out a mannequin too soon. If Francis sees it, he may very well blast it to bits before he has a chance to investigate the hollows. Hi, Francis. Usually the Sin Eaters have their own form. It's interesting that maybe his, like, spirit is so powerful that he maintained what he looked like. Let's get a bit close and see what we can observe. You pick not to wander too close, lest you fancy a vacation to the dark, shadowy abyss. I'm being sent to the Shadow Realm! Yugi! So many new mods and monster. If there's a game that can be modded, there's a new mod for it. Let me out. It's so dark in here. Well, that's horrifying. Why the pale face, friend? It looks as if you've seen a ghost. Oh, you didn't hear the little boy? A voice, you say? From inside the hollow? That's impossible. Is anyone out there? Please help me. Help me get out of here. Like, so your parents say you'd be home by 8 and you come home at 8:30, so parents let it go. Then the kid's like, oh, I don't push until they say 1 a.m. Yeah. You have to be more incremental than that by that, you know? You gotta go like 15 minutes and then 15 more minutes. I say as someone who is never once snuck out or went partying or anything. I was like the most bland vanilla person growing up. I didn't even get sent to the principal's office once. I've never been pulled over. I never had any... I never had detention. I was like a goody two-shoes kid in school. I've never even been to a bar to drink in my entire life. I've been to bar to eat bar food, but I've never been like out at a bar. To be fair, I've been with my wife since I was 13, so that might be why. Are you alive? Was that a voice? Is someone out there? If you can hear me, please, you must help me. I can't see anything. No road, no trees, not even an aether current to follow. Which way do I go? How do I get out of this place? Voice! What in the God's name is it saying? You not understand it? Voice of a boy, you say? Claims he's lost inside, with no aether current to follow. Sounds like the drift in the flow. Not unlike that would happen if an aetherite to which one was teleported was destroyed mid-journey. Wait a minute. What if there was some way you could channel your aether into the void? Might that not allow your aetheric form to serve as a beacon, a source to guide the child back to us? Of course, not that I would know how we go about that. I'll just... Usually when they ask for aether, I just... hand out. Yep, pretty much. Called it. Wicked, why? I knew you're no ordinary sitter, but even still you find a way to surprise me. I just bought World, Abyss. I can't also buy Rise. Everyone in chat was voting for World. And it's cheaper. You don't want just Pog? I'm saying. Let's just hope that we enjoy it. Where am I? Emaciated child. That's fucked up. How long has he been in there? Well, I'll be damned. There was a child inside. The little expedition left us with some more questions and answers, eh? But for now, this boy needs our care. Let's carry him back towards Soak. Find him a warm bed and some nourishment. The boy's rested now. He's weak, but not wounded. At least as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises, questions. Are there others trapped in this other side of his hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? Much we want to ask him when he awakes. On another subject, this might be an odd question, but have you ever looked at for a child before? What do you think? No. That makes two of us. Bounty hunters like me don't get much opportunity for babysitting. Still, until we can track down the boy's parents, I suppose I have little choice but to look after him myself. I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale, after all. Methinks I'll go hunting for some meat. Now, perhaps I'll take him to a physician first? After all, he may be suffering from some ailment inscribable to the eye. Or maybe I should... damn it, no, I know I wasn't cut out for this. Just pick one thing and then do it. Do not tell me. You're the one who rescued me from the flow, yes? I feel you the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the aether. Well, I'll be damned. The boy's a sharp one. Not the least of it. The carer who examined him said they could feel great power welling up from within him. Despite his young age, Tana here seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. Perhaps I do, yet I cannot say. Try as I might, I can't recall nothing of who I am, where I came from. Only the darkness. No need for apologies, boy. You did well just to make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all from what you felt when you were adrift in the void? That I remember, or at least I think I do. I recall a vague sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe that's what roused me from my slumber. Although truly there are a gate between worlds, that would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another, or from another to ours. Not possible. Or is it? Not me. Don't be ridiculous. That's exactly what I thought. Fair enough. Then again, traveling between the world isn't exactly my area of expertise. Ah well, no sense racking our brains over matters beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do. Namely, finding the boy here home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. Ah, the amnesia plot. You truly do that? Me? But the two of you have already saved my life. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. There's no burden at all. Besides, if we can just figure out who you are and where you came from, it might just lead us to the answers we seek. Now, let's consider the options. One possibility is that you're an orphan, all alone in the world, with no soul to care or look after you. Yet, that seems unlikely. Yes, the mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you're truly as skilled in magic as they say, yeah, it stands to reason that someone trained you in the art. What this master of yours is, and whether you are the blood, or simply received the tutelage, this I cannot say. But either way, I'm certain they're already sick about you. That's truly so. I'd very much like to meet this person too. Aw, little sad boy. Oh there! I heard there's a mage in your care who lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have him right here. I fear there must be some mistake. The boy in question has already been found. This is, him. Right here.
It's me. I'm the boy.
What? So that was my father after all. This boy with you, he too has been separated from his family. Just so. We hit a man he was looking for his son, and we just hoped. Alas, it seems it wasn't meant to be. But there are many people here, yes? Might I ask around to see if any of them are the others of my family? But of course. Many of the people here are quite ill. In many cases, in considerable pain. It's not my place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed not. If that means either myself or Talea here should accompany him.
You do it, please.
I'll go with them. The walk might help me or take my mind off things. Not a bad idea. Lad doesn't mind. I reckon Tainer would rather be with someone of his own age. Take his mind off things. Speaking of which, how's the boy's father holding up? I fear the poor man has already departed on his journey. He is the man of no longer.
Well, that sucks.
The child insisted upon staying by his father's side until the last. I permitted this out of respect for him, though part of me regrets the choice. None so young should suffer such horrors. It was some small solace to learn that he has lived relatives who reside at the Crystarium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. Hey, I reckon we should find someone to look after Tainer as well. Bad news, friend. Seems the two young got quarrel sorts, then Tainer up and ran away. We'll just leave him to the wild. Seems the lad mentioned how he come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a sin eater. Then he said, my dad was attacked by a sin eater, and then he turned into one himself. I asked, what if you turned into a sin eater too? Tainer's face went white. He kept saying, what do you mean? What do you mean? Over and over and over again. I couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew I was shouting at him, shut up! Shut up! I bet you're turning into a sin eater already! Why? Why did I such a mean and nasty thing? Don't be hard on yourself, lad. Who could have foreseen screaming at a boy who doesn't have any memory of his past about how he's going to turn into a monster would scare him? Both of you had a rough go of it these past few days. Nobody could blame either of you for feeling a bit on edge. But let's hurry and find Tainer before he comes to harm. Let's split up. I'll search the west, you take the east. Be careful out there.
So, a lot of not hunting the Sin Eater, huh? We got right into it, and he's like, don't worry. I won't contact you unless there's something to do with the Sin Eater. And now it's like, well, we have to find foster parents for this child. God, Red Mage is so cool.
How am I supposed to play a different class, guys? You're always like, I should try something different, I should try a healer, I should try... How am I supposed to play anything different than Red Mage when it's so goddamn cool looking?
Hey, welcome back, useless.
When I heard the clamor of battle, I feared the worst. But I see you have everything under control. Are you okay, lad?
Forgive me, I don't deserve this kindness. I was just so scared. I was worried about what I'd become if I never recovered my memories, and I was thinking, what if I ended up like the boy's father? What if it's already happening to me?
That's one matter you need to worry yourself with. The carer who examined you told me as much. You suffered no direct wounds. You're in no more danger of turning into a sin eater than Talea would be.
Is that so? That's, good to hear, but I must apologize to that boy. I should have known better than to badger him about such things. Especially after what happened to his father.
Funny thing, Dad. He was saying the same thing as you. You're both of good hearts, lad, and you've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings. Just feel your feelings, dude. There is so much I don't know about this world. Why does no one know me? Am I doomed to be alone for the rest of my days?
Why must it be this way? I feel like I remember something. Anything. I'm sick of not knowing who I am. I'm sick of being alone. My head. I'm having a Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
Oh wait, is he their teacher? Now it's your turn, Taina. Do not be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure.
Your command of magic is the equal of my own. If I can succeed, there is no reason why you cannot. Free your mind of worry and focus. Thank you, Nilbert. I will try my best.
Does he get sucked into the void now and it's been like 100-something years?
I remember now. I was standing here on these blighted plains, head hung low in shame. Then, Nilbert turned to me with a smile, heartening words. Nilbert, why does the name sound so familiar? I reckon we have much to discuss, but not this godforsaken place. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can get to the bottom of this.
So you were apprentice alongside of Nailbert, who became the Warrior of Light. I'm assuming you get sucked into a black hole on like a spell cast gone wrong and are trapped in a different dimension up until now, where I rescue you. If so, that's fucked.